More looking for each other and a little more combination make.
Down middle and picked away that time by Chevalier of the Riverhounds. Now out of play it comes, and the flag is going to direct it Cincinnati's way, so they'll get the throw in. Sundal will pick it up and toss quickly. Nice little heel tap that time by Jack Cummings, but there was nobody over there in the corner, and we have a whistle.
Jeff Hughes didn't read the play in that situation. And fortunately for Pittsburgh, the keeper was alert.
Now the Hounds trying to build the attack. Here they come. Nice go ball down the right side. There's Apple. Can he catch it before it goes out? Yes, he does. Tries to cross it. It comes off Sundal and out of play. It's going to be the first corner kick of the game, and Pittsburgh will have it there as Michael Apple banged the ball off a former Riverhound, Teast Sundal. Cody Bragg's going to trot down into that corner to send it in. See what the Hounds could do on this set piece here. Their first opportunity from the corner in the game in the 14th minute. Richard Cody Bragg runs up on it. Nice hard boot, trying to find the head. That time Cutney couldn't find the ball that time, and it springs loose, and Cincinnati comes upfield on the counterattack as it comes out of play. Want everyone to know you're crazy about the Riverhounds? Then pick up a jersey, shirt, or cap at our store right here at Falconi Field. If that's not convenient, stop by the clubhouse, our shop located in the Washington Crown Center, or online at riverhounds.com. Chris Shublin with Coach Bruno Schwartz. We're here on the sidelines, on the touchline, if you will, right at midfield at Falconi Field tonight with the Riverhounds and the Cincinnati Kings tied at 0 here in the 15th minute of play as the Hounds send that ball long, and Jordan James is able to clean it up and send it back out toward midfield. Now Cincinnati trying to build a counterattack here. Hartung tried to go after it. Jack Cummings wins that. Here's Hughes. Cummings. Sundal. Quick short passing. They send it long down the middle. There's Cummings trying to come from behind, looking for that bouncing ball. Cincinnati still in control. And a whistle and a foul. And we could see a card here. Let's see.
That was a tripping call on Greg Chevalier, the newcomer here to the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Played for the Atlanta Silverbacks last year. Was the captain of the team, but he's a fine addition to the Riverhounds. Unfortunately, committed a foul, and another set piece here for Cincinnati. With this time, Noaf Jaman is on the ball, switching with Hartung.
Fortunately, the Hounds able to get a head on it, knock it loose. Sundal trying to knock it down in to the Pittsburgh attack again. And Chevalier picks up the first yellow card of the game. It comes in the 16th minute of play after that hard foul for tripping. He and the official, the referee, Jason Kernack, had a few words. And Kernack, I don't know if it was just dramatics or if something was said after the foul. He decided to pull the card out and deliver it to Chevalier. Now Cincinnati building from the back. This is Sundal keeping it in play, looking long, sending it forward to Noaf Yaman. This is Yaman down the left side. And a nice slide tackle by Richard Bragg. Cody sending that one out of play, Coach. That yellow card might have been for unsportsmanlike conduct. We're going to see Cincinnati with the throw in here. Hughes. He's going to wind it up. Long run up and the toss right on goal. Headed up into the air once, and a follow-up boot on a sidewinder that time wouldn't go in. And that was Sam Fiore who was trying to pop that one in to the Pittsburgh goal. Hey, if you're looking for an affordable and memorable event for your group without the responsibility of planning, then come on down to a Riverhounds match. Rent a private party suite or reserve the picnic area. Enjoy an all-you-can-eat buffet and comfortable seating to catch all the Riverhounds action right here at Falconi Field. Chevalier dropping back. Little swinger gets it up to Apple. Here comes the attack. Hounds have 3-on-2. Hartung trying to cross it to Flavius. But this time the Kings were able to knock it away, but it'll come out of play, and the Hounds will have a throw in deep in Cincinnati's end.
It was a good opportunity for Pittsburgh. They tried to get the ball through, but not enough pace on the pass.
Now a foul called against Pittsburgh, and they're going to send it the other way as T. Sundal goes down to the pitch.
But that's what Pittsburgh needs to do more often. Keep the ball on the ground, attack more from the flanks. It seems to be too congested in the middle of the field. Cincinnati has, again, a very strong central defense, and they're more vulnerable when Pittsburgh attacks on the flanks.
We're in the 19th minute of play right now here at Falconi Field. The Riverhounds 0, Cincinnati 0. Sundal wins it back from Hartung. And the Hounds are able to clean that up. Calvano got his head on the ball, sent it to McKenzie. Cincinnati maintains the attack, though. This is Fiore down the right side. Leersman on the cross. Again knocked away by the Hounds. And finally, they get some breathing room and send it out of play to get the restart.
A little bit of pressure here against Pittsburgh, so they need to stay alert and take control of the ball.
Josh Barton sends it down into the Pittsburgh end, but this time nobody can finish off the attack, and Terrence McNellis comes out and claims it. Here's McNellis with a tall punt. It'll travel about 60 yards or so, and getting ahead on it, Derek Smith sends it back into the Pittsburgh end, but the Hounds will come back and claim it. Here's Flavius. And we've got a flag up. This is going to be a long offside call here. Let's see. Flavius takes the shot and scores, but they're going to wave this off. They're going to wave this off. There was an offside flag up way early. Bruno, if you can explain.
Well, Flavius came from an offside position. He was in offside position, came back onside, got the ball, and then was able to attack. And then it developed into a goal. So the flag was long up before the referee recognized it.
David complaining that he was held on the play, that they were grabbing his jersey, and the young man from St. Lucia will not get the goal. He is the all-time leading goal scorer in Pittsburgh Riverhounds history. As we see another look at it here, I'm not so certain.
Well, he came from an offside position and then came back and won the ball.
Now here they come again. The Hounds on the attack, but before Flavius can get a boot on it, Derek Smith is there, and he and Jordan James exchange possession. Flavius really stunned that he didn't get credit for that goal. Now Cutney on the cross, looking for McKenzie, coming down the backside, couldn't get it to him cleanly.
It was a good pass by Cutney to bring the ball across. Derek McKenzie just a step too slow. The ball was passed pretty hard there and couldn't get onto it.
Cody Bragg sending it over to the far side. It'll go out of play. And again, it's going to be a throw in for Cincinnati. I think we might have mentioned earlier in the match, Bruno, that these two teams played to a 0-0 tie. Cincinnati outshot Pittsburgh that night down in Cincy, 18-9 in that game, but the Hounds were able to play some tough defense.
Well, as we said at the beginning of the broadcast, the defense has been the stellar part of the Pittsburgh Riverhounds season so far. And if they're able to maintain that and then maybe get a goal, they should be okay.
Well, we thought we were going to see one there by Flavius just minutes ago, but it did not count. He was in the offside position. Now Flavius gets shoved over backwards by player coach John Pickup, and they're not going to call a foul on that one. Flavius got shoved over face forward on the play, and no foul called. Hounds going to win it back regardless. This is Hartung, and Sundal is all over him. So now the Hounds with a quick restart after the foul. Flavius. Here's a long, deep cross on the switch over to McKenzie on the far side, and he couldn't find it. McKenzie getting his first start after being injured for much of the early part of the season. Now Chevalier trying to go after it. Couldn't find it. Instead, it'll be Jack Cummings with it. Now to Hughes. Sundal's going to send it long to Jaman. Cody Bragg will pick it up and keep it away from him. Bragg's going to let it roll out of play as The Riverhounds are going to get it back. Ever wonder how the Hounds would stack up against a Major League Soccer team? Well, now's your chance. For the second year in a row, the Columbus Crew of the MLS will be coming to Falconi Field on August 8th. Call or stop by to reserve your tickets today. Toll free. It's 866-456-9453. Saw the Crew and the Hounds play here last year, Bruno, and they played to a scoreless game.
Gave a very good account of themselves, playing two levels below the Columbus Crew, and was an exhibition of fine soccer.
Bragg sends that delivery long, nobody there to pick it up, and Jordan James is going to be able to boot it out easily from goal. Sends it deep. And that time, the Riverhounds' Cody Bragg was climbing up the back of one of the Kings, and there's a foul.
And again, it's another set play from about 25 yards out. A dangerous situation here. And we got two men over the ball, Hughes and
Sondal's also out there.
he's moving back now. But Hughes is the one that's usually involved in all set plays. He picks out his men.
Three-man Pittsburgh wall, tries to drive it low, and it curls out over to the left and goes out of play. Let's see who touched last. It looks like Pittsburgh did. I think David Flavius might have gotten a boot on that ball.
It's going to be a corner kick for Cincinnati. And again, another dangerous situation here because they'll bring the ball in high. And with their height, they have an advantage there going on goal.
Jaman will take the corner. Line drive right toward the near post, and it'll be knocked away by Pittsburgh. Caldwell's going to track it down for Cincinnati, though. John Caldwell will carry it. I'll give it to Josh Barton. Barton knocked down by Cody Bragg, and the Hounds won it for a moment. Now Cincinnati's going to center it down the middle, but McNellis comes running off his line to grab it on the one hop.
Yeah, he was quick to come off the line. Saw the dangerous situation, came up, made the quick save.
Now the quick counterattack. Hartung, Flavius. Flavius being marked by Sondal. And he kept it in play. Ball has to be entirely over the line to be ruled out. Flavius had about 3/4 of it over that line. Now the long pass, and another offside flag is up against Pittsburgh as we saw breaking Jason Cutney going deep into the Cincinnati end.
Well, Cincinnati was pulling the offside trap, and you have the midfielder Cutney going through, but it just didn't time the run perfectly.
Jordan James going to send it long. And Cody Bragg trying to land it himself, and the foul's going to be called against Jack Cummings of Cincinnati, who was leaning into him. Now Nathan Salcy, the team captain, sends it deep into the Cincinnati end. There's Flavius chesting it down. David switches the point of attack over to the far side, looking for McKenzie. Knocked away by Fiore. And Fiore and the Kings have the ball. Caldwell over the far side. Pittsburgh knocks it out, and we'll take this timeout on FSM.
3 vs. 3 tournament presented by KDKA-TV and UPN this July 1st and 2nd. This year's 3 vs. 3 will be held at the McKinney Road Soccer Complex in Wexford. The tournament is open to both boys and girls for all age categories. For information, call the Riverhounds box office at 724-250-9555 or log on to their website at www.riverhounds.com.
Over the end line, the ball rolls, and Cincinnati will get a goal kick out of it as Danny Hartung couldn't catch up with it in time, and it goes out of play as we are now in the 27th minute.
27th minute, no score yet. Cincinnati had a couple opportunities, but McNellis was there to make the save. Pittsburgh had a couple of opportunities as well, but stalemate thus far.
Pittsburgh thought it had one in the net by David Flavius, the franchise's all-time leading scorer, but he was whistled offsides. The flag went up early in the play, and the Riverhounds completed it, but the goal did not count, much to the dismay of a pretty sizable crowd here tonight at Falconi Field. Now we're going to see a throw in from Hartung. Here's the throw into play. Cutney gets tumbled back out, and right now let's go to Amy Wingard, who's with us tonight at Falconi Field. Amy?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Melissa, who is not only a fan, she's a soccer mom, she's a coach, and she's treasurer of the McGuffey Area Youth Soccer. And what made you decide to bring all these kids out here today for the Riverhounds game?
It's just a great time. We do it every year. We bring a bunch of kids. We have 125 family members here tonight watching the game. It's a fundraiser for our group. They get so much for each ticket sales, and it's just fun. The kids get to go out on the field. They get to play soccer. They love it.
And I saw at the beginning of the game, all the kids made a tunnel when they came out. Is that something that happens every game?
Yes, they do that every game. They have different different teams sponsored every night, every game. They have different groups that have their family nights. And tonight just was our night. The kids love it. If they wear their uniforms, they get to go out on the field, and it's great.
All right, everybody, let's just say, let's go Hounds! You can do better than that. One more time.
1, 2, 3.
Let's go Hounds! All right, guys, back to you.
All right, Amy, that was much better on the second attempt.
Good
I'll give them
job.
credit for that. Pittsburgh had a couple of chances down deep in Cincinnati's end. Jordan James coming up with one big save of the post, and now the Hounds continue the pressure.
Yeah, Derek McKenzie almost had a goal there. It was a good build-up from midfield, and then they switched to pointy attack and wound up with a nice shot, but a good save by Jordan James, Cincinnati goalkeeper.
James has played every minute in the nets for Cincinnati so far this season. The Riverhounds have started Terrence McNellis. He's gotten most of the action. Robinson did have one start for the Hounds so far this year. Now Michael Apple with a nice head flick. It was reminiscent of that goal he scored in their last home match.
Well,
he knows how to twist that neck, doesn't he, Coach?
Yes, he does. He can get up high and head the ball with power.
Again, the Hounds are going to clear it out of there. You talk about, headers and being able to move the ball using the top of your head. Not every player can do that, and it's an acquired science, is it not?
Absolutely. It's a skill that's definitely practiced and very, very difficult for a lot of players to become accomplished. But it's a definite asset to an offensive game.
Hounds get the restart at midfield. Here they come, trying to get McKenzie loose with Flavius. McKenzie saw it bounce in front of him. Cincinnati will win it back. Boy, the Hounds really pressuring. They've got all the defenders up inside the Cincinnati end right now.
Well, they're putting a little bit more pressure on, trying to get a little possession of the ball, win the ball in the attacking half of the field, and then go to goal.
Throw in by Sundal. Gets it to Jamin. Flavius trying to take it away, and finally the Hounds do have it. And this time James is going to step way off his line to come out and claim that one. He saw Apple and got fearful when Michael was on the run.
Well, Pittsburgh seems to rely on playing a lot of through balls over top of the defense or through the defense. But now the goalkeeper's coming out to make the save and reads the game very well.
Chevalier puts his head on it, sends it to Cutney. He tries to go up with it, and a foul called against the Kings. Pittsburgh will get the restart just inside the midfield line in the Cincinnati end. And again, all of the defenders, the only man back for Pittsburgh right now is McNellis in goal. All of the defenders are up in the attacking end as they send one long, and this time James is able to jump up and grab it. We're in the 32nd minute of play. Chris Shovlin with Coach Bruno Schwartz, Amy Wingard. We're all here at Falconi Field in Washington, PA tonight with a whole bunch of crazy Riverhound fans. Hounds looking for a win here tonight. They are 1-1-4 on the season. Cincinnati 3-3-1. The last times these two teams met in Cincinnati, the last time they did, it was a tie at 0 as Pittsburgh again just couldn't finish off the attack. But they're going to end up with a corner kick here. And now Cody Bragg is going to trot all the way from his defensive position into that far right corner.
But there again, the danger came from the right side with Mike Apple making a diagonal run and then curling the ball into the area and going out for a corner kick.
Bragg's delivery goes deep. Hartung put his head on it that time, almost the back of the head as he was trying to turn it toward the goal, but that time it's out of play. Hey, join in the fun at Falconi Field on July 29th for a concert with Davy Jones of the Monkees, along with the Jaggers and Jimmy Beaumont and the Skyliners. Tickets go on sale to the public June 17th, and they're only $20. There will be music, fireworks, and lots more. Mark your calendar. And the Hounds at midfield trying to get that ball away from Cincinnati. Sanfiore able to find it and throw it back in after the Hounds knocked it out. Here comes Caldwell trying to get it to Cummings. Now here's a cross over to the near side. They had a loose man. Jeff Hughes couldn't find him. It goes out of play, but it was last touched by Pittsburgh, so it's going to be a Cincinnati corner kick.
Well, it was a dangerous situation for Pittsburgh. Greg Chevalier was there. He was able to clear the ball for a corner kick.
34th minute of play. Here's the run up and the delivery. It's going to go tall, and that time one of the Hounds got his head on it to clear it out of there, and they're going to send it all the way up to midfield. Now back down into the Pittsburgh end it comes. Hartung looking for it. Can he find it? Yeah, he's just going to chest it down. Cody Bragg hits it. Now they send it up the middle. And again, Cincinnati's going to boot it long, and this time it's going to go out of play. And it came off of one of the Kings, so it'll be a Pittsburgh throw-in.
Yeah, the ball's in the air a little bit too much. I think they're much more effective, and it's a better brand of ball when they keep the ball on the ground and pass the ball around a little bit.
Here's Cutney. Nice zigzag move, and the cross looking for Flavius. Flavius inside the 18-yard box, couldn't find it. It's cleared away by Cincinnati, but over the touchline, Derek Smith boots it out. Pittsburgh with a throw in deep in the Kings' end. Here it comes. Apple chests it, swings it, trying to center it, and Cincinnati again will knock it over to the near side. They keep it in play and send it out toward midfield. Hartung will land it with a half volley. Sundal finds it for Cincinnati. Now Pittsburgh trying to put the pressure back on. This is Bernstein. Bernstein trying to find Chevalier. There's Hartung. Hartung with a cross. It'll bounce once, and it's booted deep into the corner. Can the Kings keep it in play? No, they can't. It's going to be a Pittsburgh corner, I do believe. Let's see. Did it go over the end line or the sideline? It's going to be a throw-in. It was over the touchline, near side. Hartung with a toss. Chevalier. Long switch over to McKenzie. Little sidewinder. And it's going to roll along the goal line, finally cleaned up by Jordan James. Pittsburgh had some heat on him that time, Bruno, and just couldn't get one in.
Yeah, they have opportunities knocking on the door, but they're just unable to get on the end of it.
Brain trust for Pittsburgh, of course, Gene Klein, their head coach, like yourself, longtime high school coach, very successful at Quaker Valley, winning a number of state championships, of course, WPIL championships. He's assisted by Paul Child. They're telling the players, talk to each other out there.
Well, communication is a key part of the game, and this Pittsburgh needs to do a little bit more of that, especially when they have the ball in the attacking half. They need to connect a little bit better by their passes.
Bernstein's going to send it over to Calvano. Calvano trying to use the touch line. And Pittsburgh's attack will go out of play. Cincinnati will have it, and they'll bring it back in. Throw in for the Kings. Bruno, we were talking before the game. I remember you and John Paul Della Camera calling the Pittsburgh Spirit indoor games, but you have a much deeper connection to soccer than just a broadcaster. Of course, I can recall you as head coach in North Allegheny as we see David Flavius get spun around, unfortunately, because Jordan James came out to play that ball, and Flavius was one on none and just couldn't take it all the way home.
He just needed to have a little bit more composure. He could have waltzed the ball in because Jordan James had committed himself, and Flavius was wide open, was unable to. Yeah, here he comes. He's coming out to get the ball. Flavius gets the ball around him and then just hurriedly tried to kick the ball in and just totally missed it.
Now Cincinnati deep in the Pittsburgh end. The ball will be headed out of harm's way by Greg Chevalier. And the Kings are going to end up with another corner kick here, another dangerous play, as we're in the 8th minute now here at Falconi Field in Washington. The corner will come from Noah Jamin. Headed ball, and it's in for the Cincinnati goal. What a great leap that was by Derek Smith, who left his feet, went up high, and off the set piece by Cincinnati, Jamin. Derek Smith able to knock that one in with a noggin.
Well, we said they were dangerous on set pieces, and this was the 3rd corner kick for them. The ball comes in, and Smith just skies and knocks the ball underneath the crossbar into the net for a 1-0 lead for the Cincinnati Kings.
So Derek Smith gets the first goal of the game off the corner by Yaman. And Pittsburgh is trailing 1-0 now here at home at Falconi Field. Now the Hounds need to really pick it up. Here's Apple trying to flick it forward. Flavius is there down the right side. Flavius in the 18-yard box, out to Hartung. On the cross, here it comes, and this time getting a hand up on it. Jordan James, it'll go out of play as James reached up. I'm not sure if he really had to. He thought he did, but it'll be a corner kick for Pittsburgh.
Well, it was a great play by Dan Hartung. He crossed the ball to the far side, and the keeper had only one option. That was to knock the ball over the net, over the crossbar for a corner kick.
Cody Bragg steps up. Here he comes out of the corner, bends one toward the goal, and this time Jordan James is able to grab that one as it was coming right down the middle of the goal.
Well, it was a good in-swinger. Unfortunately, no one from Pittsburgh was on the goalkeeper to perhaps knock the ball loose. So it was an easy save for Jordan James.
Here's Caldwell up in midfield. Hounds win it back. Flavius with the takeaway. The Hounds come rushing to the near side. Cutney trying to send it long. Sundow's going to hit it with the forehead. Hartung tries to keep it in the Cincinnati end rather for Pittsburgh. And a little dangerous play here as we're going to see a yellow card coming up. And it is against John Learseman as we go to Amy with the mascot of the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, Ammo himself. Amy?
That's right. I am here with Ammo, and this is Ammo's Army. And all the kids that come can become a member of Ammo's Army. And you get to stand in the Spirit Tunnel at the beginning of the game as all the players run through. You get free T-shirts, great giveaways. It's a great thing to join, and you can do it by calling 724-250-9555. Let's go, Riverhounds!
That is a great trivia question. Who was Ammo named after? We'll get to that in a second. Here's the throw in by Chevalier looking for Apple. Apple marked by 2 men deep in the corner. Trying to get it to Hartung if he can, but now Cincinnati will win it back, and Sundal will keep it in play. Out to Cummings. Now, Jamin on the counterattack, sends it over to the far side. Learseman, who picked up the yellow card on the cross, and this time it's going to go too far and out of play, luckily for Pittsburgh. Cincinnati really speeding downfield now, Coach.
Well, they're spreading the game out a little bit more and playing it more to the flanks and then looking to get some dangerous crosses into the box. All
right, I know everybody is sitting on the edge of their seats. Who is Ammo named after? Well, it's easy. A-M-O, Allegheny, Monongahela, and Ohio. He's named after the 3 rivers.
That makes sense.
Sure it does. He's a Riverhound.
That's right.
And his mates out there are down 1-0 if you're just joining us on FSN Pittsburgh. Chris Shovlin with Coach Bruno Schwartz, Amy Wingard. Coach, I was starting to mention you spent a lot of time, over 30 years, coaching high school soccer yourself up at North Allegheny. And I know the game here in the United States has really gone up several notches.
Well, since 1990, when the United States qualified for the World Cup, the last 15 years, tremendous progress has been made.
Here's Apple. Oh, shooting it hard, high, and too tall. On June 21st, the Riverhounds will host the Wilmington Hammerheads here at Falconi Field. After the match, enjoy a great country concert with Rough Creek. Tickets are available at the Falconi Field box office, toll free at 866-456-9453 or get them online at www.riverhounds.com. Another good chance for Pittsburgh. They just sent it too high and too tall that time. Now T. Sundow's going to send it long, looking for Noah Jamin. He runs all the way onto the covering for the baseball infield, and the Hounds are going to bring it back up. Cincinnati wins it back. There's Caldwell and a big collision out there, but both players are up. Finally, we're going to get a whistle here as Cutney was being wrapped up hard by Josh Barton. That foul against the Cincinnati player. Here's a look at Jason Cutney and the Riverhounds kid here tonight. Cutney out of Freehold, New Jersey, the home of Bruce Springsteen. He, another one of those Hounds who played at Duquesne University, also played in the A-League with the Charleston Battery. Dan Hartung circles around. Cody Bragg sends it for Chevalier, but he won't keep it in play. It's out. And a throw in coming for the Kings. .44th minute of play. That's where we are right now here at Falconi Field. The Hounds trail by a score of 1-0 to Cincinnati here in the second division of the United Soccer League tonight. And we got to get another yellow card there, Bruno, didn't we?
Yes, on number 15.
That's T. Sundell.
T. Sundell, yep.
That comes in the 44th minute of play. And now there's one that just trickled out and got shanked out of play. So the Hounds are going to have a throw in.
Well, we've got about a minute or two left in the first half. This will be a good opportunity for Pittsburgh to get onto the scoreboard.
Here's Cutney. Almost inside the 18-yard box. Now to Hartung in the corner. He's going to send it, but this time it's off target. Trying to cross it along that goal line is almost impossible.
Well, when you're going full speed and trying to get the ball back to the top of the 18, it's a very difficult technique. And unfortunately for Pittsburgh, not able to do it this time.
Goal kick coming. Jordan James delivers. Brings it near side and tall. Chevalier lands it for Pittsburgh. Little volley up into the Cincinnati end. And getting the announcement of stoppage time. We're adding 1 minute on. 1 minute of stoppage time, according to the fourth official, Ron D'Ambrosio. Now Pittsburgh's going to get a set piece here. This is a good opportunity to get on the board here before the end of the first half.
Absolutely, and the sun is in the goalkeeper's eyes. This would be a great opportunity to put the ball in there and get onto the board and go into halftime 1-1. It would be a tremendous morale booster for Pittsburgh.
This will be a direct kick close to 30 yards away. We have a four-man wall built for Cincinnati. Cody Bragg and Derek McKenzie stand above the ball. Bragg with a short tapper. McKenzie with a left-footed boot, and it got jammed by the Kings. And now the counterattack being built by Cincinnati.
That play took too long in developing. McKenzie had to run 5-6 yards in order to get to the ball. By then it was closed down by Cincinnati, and the shot never came off.
We're in stoppage time right now here in the first half of play. Cincinnati's going to get a throw in from that far side. Here it comes. It'll be a soft one, and it'll trickle along the touch line and go back out of play. Another throw in for Cincinnati, and Leiserman will get it. Or no, Pittsburgh gets the throw in this time. My mistake. And now the whistle's going to blow, and that will be the end of the first half of play. Derek Smith off the set piece. A corner kick gets the only goal of the game. Cincinnati scores in the 38th minute. We're at halftime. It is Cincinnati 1 and the Pittsburgh Riverhounds 0 on FSN Pittsburgh.
I'm tired of eating all this junk at night.
You got a better idea.
Hey, guys, over here.
Go
All right, punch it.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's?
Welcome to Wendy's.
Everybody hide. We make everything fresh right when you order, like our spicy chicken sandwich, a 99-cent junior bacon cheeseburger, till 1 a.m. or later.
It's good to be nocturnal.
Do what tastes right.
Loving life. It's all about getting your own space and getting it just the way you want it. At Heartland Homes, we get it. Better yet, at Heartland Homes, you get it. How you want to live, where you want to live. Visit www.loveheartland.com for directions to model homes in great communities. Because we build Heartland Homes for the love of your life.
Are you or someone in your family trying to pick up the pieces after a devastating car accident? Don't go it alone. Peacock Keller can help with your paperwork, dealing with the insurance companies, protecting your interests while you heal. Call us. Let our personal injury attorneys, Roger Ecker and me, Doug Nolan, help you. When you need someone to turn to Peacock Keller, 1-800-242-8897.
Just say LK. Sinks. Faucets. LK. America's #1 selling stainless steel sink company. How did we get here? By design. LK. Just say LK.
Release. Refresh. Reseed. Revive. Rejoice. Rejuvenate. Let's review. Relax at the Comfort Inn West Charleston. Return to Tri-State Racetrack and Gaming Center. Comfort Inn, I-64, Exit 47, West Charleston, West Virginia. Call 1-800-798-7886.
This is the year to let Alpine Pools put the fun in your backyard during the Pool and Spa sale. Right now, all above ground and in-ground swimming pools are available for quick installation. Alpine Pools has the largest selection of swimming pools, spas, and hot tubs in western Pennsylvania. And Alpine Pools has been serving the community since 1965. That's the Pool and Spa sale, now at Alpine Pools in Bethel Park, Wexford, Kittanning, Cranberry, Route 8, Allison Park, and alpinepools.com.
Welcome back to Falconi Field. It's halftime here, but earlier today there was an announcement that the Riverhounds would be taking on an MLS soccer team and they would be visiting Falconi Field on August 8th. Here's the press conference from earlier today.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome everybody for coming to today's event. The Riverhounds organization is very pleased to announce that on August 8th we'll be hosting the Columbus crew of the MLS in an exhibition game. As many of you know, last year they came out and played a match here last year, which resulted in a 0-0 draw, and we're ecstatic that they're coming back. The crew's very excited about this market. It's part of their drawing territory. A difference in this year's match versus last year is we've agreed to sod the infield of the baseball stadium. So we'll be playing under a full grass pitch, so to say, and we will bring that in on August 8th, the day of the game. We'll sod the field. On August 9th, we will then uninstall the sod, and we're making a donation to Washington Youth Soccer, where they're undergoing some renovations on their field. So we're very excited that not only are we able to bring the crew in, high-quality soccer, but also make a donation to our.
Well, I think it's terrific not only for our organization, but for the entire area to see a team of caliber of the Columbus crew. They're one of the most recognized teams in Major League Soccer. They have a terrific reputation as an organization. They play very exciting soccer. They have one of the most respected coaches in the league in Siggy Schmidt. So we're really excited about this opportunity.
With the benefit from the Riverhounds, field turf in the facility and bringing sod in, after their game with the Columbus crew, we're going to benefit from helping resort the fields, the youth soccer fields, which desperately need them. So it's tremendous. It's a great benefit, and we certainly appreciate what the Riverhounds have done for us.
Well, that's great news for area soccer fans, the Riverhounds, and youth soccer. Coming up later, we'll have more of your Riverhounds game. We'll have the whole second half. We're going to have plenty of stats, and that'll be right after this.
I want from life? Let's see. A good education for my kids, financial security. A bigger house would be nice. What do I want from my bank? More than you might think. See, my bank is Washington Federal. They've always just been in our family, always been there for me. I may want the basics from life, but to help me get them, I expect more from my bank.
Toyota's 10th annual tent event is on. For 10 days only, over 20,000 Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs are specially priced on-site at a Toyota dealer near you. Featuring great savings and 4 great new products, like the new look of Camry, the bigger RAV4 with an available V6 and third-row seating, the fuel-efficient Yaris, and the hot new FJ Cruiser. Great deals are on every fuel-efficient Toyota during Toyota's 10th annual tent event. Toyota, moving forward.
NSS Life. Family matters. It's more than just a slogan. Ensuring you and your family, now that's important. NSS Life offers more affordable life insurance than other companies you know. We're local and involved in our communities. NSS Life. Affordable life insurance, financial management products, and much more. Wouldn't you really rather do business with a company like ours? We'll meet you under the family tree.
NSS Life, where family matters.
Available at Bull International, Washington and Finleyville.
I'm tired of eating all this junk at night.
You got a better idea.
Hey, guys, over here. All right, punch it.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's?
Welcome to Wendy's.
Everybody hide. We make everything fresh right when you order, like our spicy chicken sandwich, a 99-cent junior bacon cheeseburger, till 1 a.m. or later.
It's good to be nocturnal.
Do what tastes right.
Loving life. It's all about getting your own space and getting it just the way you want it. At Heartland Homes, we get it. Better yet, at Heartland Homes, you get it. How you want to live, where you want to live. Visit www.loveheartland.com for directions to model homes in great communities. Because we build Heartland Homes for the love of your life.
Back here at Falconi Field in Washington, the Pittsburgh Riverhounds trail the Cincinnati Kings by a score of 1-0 at halftime. Chris Shovlin with Coach Bruno Schwartz. Bruno, a tough first half, and again, you know, Cincinnati scoring on that set piece. They've officially credited that goal to Cummings for Cincinnati. He obviously was able to get that ball that was crossed from the corner off the header from Derek Smith, and right there at the bottom of the screen, he just got a little piece of it, just enough to get credit for the goal. Smith was jumping up and down and celebrating as if he scored the header goal, but it wasn't to be that time. But Smith will get credit for the assist on the case. Cummings gets the goal. Whatever the case, Pittsburgh is down 1-0 right now as we get set for the second half.
Well, we said Cincinnati's very dangerous on set pieces, and that was exactly the play that we were talking about. It was a corner kick, and Smith came up from his defensive position, headed the ball on goal, and it was flicked on by Cummins at the end for the 1-0 lead.
A lot of practice to work on those set pieces, corner kicks, and you know, coaches a lot of times spend half their practices, maybe even more in some cases, especially after the middle of the season, to work on those plays.
Well, especially in professional soccer, because everyone has a responsibility and everyone knows where to go, and when the service is there and the execution is there, the ball will wind up in the net.
Well, Pittsburgh needs to get on a tie horse when it gets back out of the clubhouse in the second half. When you're down 1-0 and you're playing a defensive club and you're a defensive club, you know these goals are very, very rare.
Yes, they are, but Pittsburgh, I think, needs to slow the game down a little bit. That is, put the ball on the floor. They have a tendency to play the ball long in the air to Flavius and Apple up front. I would like to see them play more to feet and then drop the ball and then play the ball out to the flanks and then cross the ball in and attack in that manner.
You know, we have a lot of future Riverhounds playing out here on the pitch at halftime, as we do each and every week at Falconi Field. There's the future Michael Apple and David Flavius out there right now. A lot of youth soccer clubs come down here and spend very nice evenings watching the Riverhounds play, both the gals and the guys. All right, again, it is Cincinnati 1 and the Riverhounds FC 0. Back with more on FSN Pittsburgh after this.
It's the best Bucco coverage in the Burgh. Every Sunday night, Rob King wraps up the week with Pirates experts and exclusive interviews. Busch Light presents FSN Live, Pirates Edition, tomorrow night at 10 on FSN Pittsburgh.
TV ratings are made for everyone. Using your television's parental controls along with the TV ratings found on each program gives you the power to choose which shows are suitable for your family. For more, visit this website or call the number on your screen.
It's the ultimate game of high-stakes poker. The FullTiltPoker.net Pro Showdown from Red Rock. Live and unedited. Where the world's premier poker players battle it out for a purse worth $1 million. The pressure mounts. The stakes are raised. It all comes down to this. The FullTiltPoker.net Pro Showdown from Red Rock. June 22nd, live on FSN.
And here comes the runner. Doma digs in to protect the plate. Stops the runner in his tracks. What a collision, and he got him. What a play.
Next week on the best damn sports show, period. Once in a lifetime, a player is called to greatness. Unbelievable! It takes the right player at the right time to receive that call.
There's a new home run champion of all time.
It results in a play that no one will ever forget. Can you remember your favorite play? We came up with 50 of them. It's the top 50 memorable baseball plays. Next week at 10:30.
Now, you can live out your wildest baseball fantasies. The All-Star Fan Fest is coming to the David L. Lawrence Convention Center in Pittsburgh, July 7th through 11th. Meet and get autographs from Major League Baseball legends. Test your skills in video batting and pitching cages. Visit the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum exhibit. Buy, sell, and trade baseball collectibles. Tickets are on sale now. Visit pirates.com, tickets.com, or call 1-888-FANFEST. All attractions are free with price of admission.
Inside Pirates Baseball is your chance to hang with the Pirates. Every Saturday, FSN Pittsburgh gets you up close and personal with your favorite players.
It's pretty spacious, real comfortable.
Plus, one-on-one exclusive interviews that reveal an offbeat take on the Bucco Clubhouse. Don't miss this all-access pass. Watch Inside Pirates Baseball. Saturdays on FSN Pittsburgh. Presented by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and West Penn Allegheny Health System.
Want to learn about the international game of football from the pros? Come to a Riverhounds soccer camp. We have many levels available. Little kicker suits the needs of kids 5 to 7. Future pros for kids 8 through 14. High schoolers are age 14 to 18, and goalkeepers range in ages from 9 to 18. Learn from the pros, the Riverhounds coaches and players. Call 724-250-9555 or log on to the website at www.riverhounds.com.
Well, the fans of Falconi are hoping for a goal or a couple of goals from the Riverhounds when they get back out here on the pitch. Bruno, what do they have to do to climb back into this ball game, trailing 1-0?
Well, first of all, they have to play safety first in the back, not allow that second goal to come. But then establish some possession in their half of the field. Knock the ball around, maybe 2-3 passes and so forth, and then get those front runners to come check to the ball. Play into feet, drop the ball, or when they play into feet, maybe they can run at their defense one-on-one, because you do have speed with Flavius and Apple to run at their players one-on-one. That's number one. The other thing, you know, pressure their backs. Defensively, I think Pittsburgh, they have to watch out for those set pieces and win the ball in the air.
And again, Flavius had a goal taken away because he was in the offside position. Right now, we're going to take a timeout. When we return, it'll be time to get back into the second half of play. The Hounds are down 1-0 to Cincinnati on FSN Pittsburgh.
People came equipped with a crystal ball, we would be more cautious. But cautious or not, accidents happen. Lives are shattered, dreams are stalled.
If you've been in an accident, call Peacock Keller, the Washington County law firm with the experience to handle your questions and give you advice. We've been serving southwestern Pennsylvania for over 80 years. I'm Roger Eckert. My partner Doug Nolan and I can help you put order back into your life.
Call Peacock Keller at 800-242-8897.
Quality. Design. LK. America's #1 selling stainless steel sink company. Just say LK.
The Riverhounds FC. Professional soccer. Falconi Field, home of the Washington Wild Things. Kicks of... The Riverhounds FC takes on the Cincinnati Kings June 10th at 7:05 p.m. First 1,000 men get a free Father's Day t-shirt.
I've been on my own for 4 years now. Some people might say I'm set in my ways. Me? I like my routine. Laundry on Monday and the hairdresser on Wednesday because Thursday is market day and I get to see Tony. We've both seen cars come and go, but he said my lacrosse makes me look hip. I bought my Buick at My Don Allen. Find your next car at mydonallen.com.
It's the weekend, but accidents still happen. If you've been hurt in an accident, call the law offices of Edgar Snyder & Associates. You don't have to wait until Monday. You can get help this weekend. At Edgar Snyder & Associates, we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're standing by right now, ready to help you. Don't wait until Monday. For a free consultation, call Edgar Snyder & Associates at 1-800-94-EDGAR. And remember, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
They're the two strikers for the Riverhounds. David Flavius with his back to us. Michael Apple, former University of Akron star. Spent some time at Robert Morris University working on a degree in sports management when he played here originally for the Hounds. And Apple just came off the indoor season, Bruno, playing for the St. Louis Steamers of the MISL. And he was a little banged up when he first got here, but he's playing himself back into outdoor shape.
Well, plus the transition from indoor to outdoor, there's an adjustment period that I think we have to grant him. But he's a bona fide scorer, and we got 45 minutes, so he and Flavius definitely will combine, and hopefully we'll see a goal.
Set piece, free kick. Fiore takes it, tries to send it to Caldwell. Cutney cleans his boot for him. And the Riverhounds in the attack now. Bernstein up the middle. Hounds are down 1-0. They need to get a goal quickly here. Here's a nice delivery, but this time it's going to be wide to the right side, out of play for a Cincinnati goal kick as we're just underway in half number 2 at Falconi Field in Washington. Jordan James has it teed up, and he can really bang it out of that goal on those goal kicks. Well, I guess I jinxed him on that one, Coach.
Well, you did. Put it out of bounds.
I'll keep going at him tonight.
Pittsburgh has the ball. This is where they need to establish some possession in the attacking half of the field.
Flavius almost tripped up. Apple touched it, went out of play. Cincinnati's going to get a throw in over that far side as the sun is setting here over southwestern Pennsylvania, this beautiful baseball/soccer complex. And again, the announcement made, you heard at halftime, Ross Vecchio, the general manager of the Hounds, talking about they're going to sod the baseball infield as Cincinnati is on the attack right now, but Pittsburgh will stop it. When the Columbus Crew come into play later on in the summer for a friendly between the second division Riverhounds and the MLS Crew from Columbus, they'll make the trip across I-70 for the second consecutive year.
Yeah, what a great opportunity for the Pittsburgh soccer fans to see an MLS team perform right in your own backyard.
And if you think it can't happen, think again, because I was there on the call when the Riverhounds beat the Colorado Rapids up at Bethel Park when they played there. Here comes Flavius down the left side, and the cross. And a handball call. So Pittsburgh's going to get a penalty kick out of this.
It's a good opportunity to get back into the game, make it a whole new ball game.
One of the Cincinnati defenders reached out and touched that ball with his hand, and that is a violation. So the Hounds, as we see David Flavius walking around, he knew it was coming. Let's see who will take the kick. Looks like Flavius is going to step up for it here, Bruno.
Well, it's a one-on-one situation. Flavius against the keeper. And a great opportunity here for Pittsburgh to get onto the board and make it a new game.
Jordan James stepped away from the nets. Now he steps back in. Mano a mano. Flavius and James. Penalty kick for the handball.
There was a cross there by Flavius. The ball was handled by number 2 Smith, resulting in a penalty kick.
Flavius taking his time. Whistle blows. Here he comes. The run up. The delivery. And it's stopped. Jordan James makes the save, and the score remains Cincinnati 1 and Pittsburgh 0. Flavius couldn't get the goal kick in as we take another look.
Well, the goalkeeper read the play perfectly, dove to the right, punched the ball out with his right fist, and saved the goal for Cincinnati.
So the penalty kick goes awry, and the score will remain 1-0. Pittsburgh had the golden opportunity, and Flavius just couldn't put it in that time. David Flavius, the all-time leading goal scorer in the history of this franchise. He has played every season of Pittsburgh Riverhounds soccer, the only man to be here every year since '99. Now foul called against Cincinnati, so Captain Nathan Salsi will step up and have the free kick 3/4 of the way back upfield. Long delivery looking for McKenzie. Apple will find it, swings it down. McKenzie trying to cross it. It was deflected for a moment. McKenzie has it again, and it'll be cleared out by Derek Smith. Ball back out toward midfield. Cincinnati on the counterattack now. This is Caldwell, tripped up on the play by Cody Bragg. He's going to get the yellow card here. And he does. Second caution issued in the game against Pittsburgh. This one against Cody Bragg, and it will come in the 51st minute of play.
Cody Bragg came in very, very hard there, showing his studs and causing a very dangerous foul, and was given a yellow card.
Getting set to see the first substitution of the match, as the Hounds are going to send Matthew Mailer out of East Allegheny High School here in the Pittsburgh area, and another one of the Duquesne Dukes. He's going to come into the match. And he will replace Anthony Calvano. So it is Mailer for Calvano in the 51st minute of play. Cincinnati with a free kick from around midfield. Trying to turn was Sam Fiore, and he knocked that one out of play, but it was, let's see where it's going to go. It was last touched by Pittsburgh, so we're going to see a throw in here. This will be deep in the Pittsburgh end. Jeff Hughes will trot over.
Looks like it's going to be a corner kick.
Oh. Here's the delivery. It is a corner kick, not a throw in. It's a long one. Cincinnati trying to keep it in play here in the Pittsburgh end, but the Hounds are going to counterattack. There's a long delivery to Flavius. Flavius down the right side, gets by T. Sundal. And Sundal will clear it over the sideline. Throw in Pittsburgh. Apple quickly. Flavius off the head. Hartung. Flavius shoots, and a slow roller will be stopped by Jordan James.
It's a good opportunity for Pittsburgh to get onto the board, but Flavius just didn't get all of it, and it was just a roller and was able to make the save.
Take another look at it here.
Jose Flavius coming on the ball, but just didn't get quite enough foot on the ball and enabled Jordan James to make the save.
James looking at it, eyeballing it, almost in slow motion. He collapsed on top of it, but he had a good look at it, no doubt about it. Just not enough muscle on that kick by David Flavius. And now a long delivery again for Pittsburgh. This is Cutney chesting it down. Here's the cross over to the near side. And it'll be headed by Sam Fiore of Cincinnati. Flavius picks it up, tries to cross it right into the chest of Fiore. And Fiore will carry it back up to midfield. A little heel tap, and Jaman keeps it in play. Cummings and Jaman. And now the ball out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Cincinnati. We've got head coach Gene Klein mic'd up with us here tonight at Falconi Field in Washington. Gene, tell us your opinion of the Pittsburgh attack so far tonight.
Well, we're a little disappointed with how we possessed the ball. I think we have to do a little bit better job just trying to play a little bit simple and also a little bit faster. We're getting caught with a lot of long stuff and we're not keeping the ball the way we had hoped to.
Tough break on the penalty kick. Flavius just couldn't come in with one.
Yeah, he normally hits them really well. I don't think he's missed in practice all year, so disappointing, but we have to forget about it and move forward and try to get one here.
All right, let's see if we can get one here right now, because Flavius is loose down the right side. Here comes David. Apple trailing the play. Apple takes a long shot, and it'll be grabbed at eye level by Jordan James. Coach Schwartz, another great save.
Well, great save, but a good opportunity for Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh got a little bit more involved now, and I think they're more determined to get onto the board after that missed PK.
Matthew Mailer, who's just checked into the contest. There's McKenzie with a heel tap, trying to send it, and we've got a foul back up field out at the midfield stripe, so Pittsburgh's going to have the field cut in half as they restart the play. And again, all the defenders pushed up, with the exception of Salsi now. Out front, Cutney. Heel tap McKenzie to Apple. Pittsburgh trying to pick up the passing a little bit.
They're playing a little quicker and, trying to play the ball on the ground to feet and playing one-touch and two-touch soccer, which catches the defense off guard. And they're much more effective when they do that.
Long clear by Cincinnati, and McNellis is able to pick it up on two hops. And again, Pittsburgh will attack. Here they come down that far side. Hartung's pass goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Want to be part of the exclusive Riverhounds Kids Club and receive a free t-shirt? Then join Ammo's Army today. Be on field as part of the Riverhounds Spirit Tunnel prior to each Kids Club match and receive exclusive giveaways. Call 724-250-9555 today to join. Get a corner kick out of this one. Cody Bragg is going to trot over to that far flag. 56th minute of play. Cincinnati in the lead, 1-0. Here's the delivery. Headed ball. It's in for the goal for Pittsburgh. Jason Cutney jumps up, knocks the ball in with his head, and the Hounds have scored and have tied the game at 1.
This is tremendous for Pittsburgh. Off a corner kick, to be able to come back like that, I think they were more determined than ever. A great header by Jason Cutney on the corner kick. Was able to get the ball past goalkeeper Jordan James.
Jason Cutney used that 6 feet 1 inch, 175-pound frame. And the Hounds tie up the match. And now Leserman had the ball out of play, no call. And right now, the Hounds trying to build up the attack again. Again, let's go to Coach Gene Klein, sitting on the bench nearest, as we see another attack by Pittsburgh. The long delivery, and this time they're not able to knock it in. Chevalier tried the hard shot from the right side, but they're going to draw a goal kick out of this, or a corner kick, I should say, out of this. Gene, if you will, let's talk about the goal that Pittsburgh scored on the set piece.
Well, it's a corner, and obviously, Gabe's a big target, and we're always trying to find him, and he did really well on it to put that one home. I mean, he felt he was responsible for Cincinnati goal, and So we told him I'll make up for one, so he did. So it's good to see us back even.
All right, Coach Gene Klein joining us on the sidelines here tonight at Falconi Field in Washington, and that last corner just didn't pay off, but Michael Apple had the right idea. This time, instead of going high, they went down low and tried to boot it in.
Well, you try to vary the attacks from corners because they anticipate the high balls coming in. But right before that, Pittsburgh had a great opportunity with Chevalier coming forward from his defensive position and had a great shot. It was an outstanding save by the keeper for Cincinnati to prevent a 2-1 lead for Pittsburgh.
It's a throw in. Cincinnati with it now. Here they come up the field.
The game opening them up a little bit now.
Here's a popper right out front, and the Pittsburgh defenders came in and helped the keeper, who came off the line that time. McNellis was way out there. Fortunately, they were able to clear it away, but we're going to get a corner kick. Here's a headed ball, and it's up and over.
Again, those dangerous balls from the flank, a corner kick coming in, and Cincinnati skying very high for a big header, but it went over the bar.
It's a delivery by McNellis out to midfield. Cummings gets it. Sends it deep. It's going to bounce once, and McNellis unable to grab it, but he'll have it cleanly. Now back up the other way it comes. It's going to bounce around and go out of play, and it'll be Cincinnati's throw in here as we're in the 59th minute of play. Looking for the perfect gift? Purchase a prepaid Diamond Card today. Diamond Cards can be used to purchase tickets, merchandise, and food at Falconi Field or at the Clubhouse, our shop at the Washington Crown Center. Now Fiore sends it down deep, and McNellis hops up and catches it. He's going to whip it out over to the near side. Mailer to McKenzie. Back to Mailer, and now Apple trying to keep it in play, and he couldn't do so. It's out for Cincinnati throw-in.
But that's what Pittsburgh needs to do, is play the ball on the ground, knock it around a little bit in their own half, wait for the runners to check in, and then get into the attacking half.
And again, it's out of play. Leersman couldn't keep it in. And Pittsburgh will have a throw in from the near side. There's a toss to Apple. Apple trying to swing it around, looking for McKenzie. Couldn't get it to him. Stolen by Sam Fiore. Now Caldwell. Caldwell down the right side to Cummings. And it's out of play again. This touchline has not been kind to either club. Upfield he comes. This is Derek Smith heading it down. It's Cutney with it. Cutney carrying. Sending it over to the right. Tish Sundal trying to take it back. And does so over the midfield stripe. Sundal keeps going with it. Now McNellis comes way off the line and gets it before Jack Cummings can finish off the play for Cincinnati.
Well read by the goalkeeper, coming off the line very quickly.
Down the left side, Chevalier trying to protect it. Trying to take it back the other way. Last touch by Cincy, so they're going to bring it back up the other way. It'll travel right to left. We're in the 62nd minute of play. Oh, there's a foul called over there. I didn't notice it, as it's going to be a free kick for Pittsburgh. Cody Bragg out to midfield, and another push, and this one on Sam Fiore. He'll get a little warning here on the foul. Quick restart for Pittsburgh. There's McKenzie loose down the left side. McKenzie skipping it to Apple. It's going to come out of play right over top of us and the Cincinnati bench on the near side touchline. Here's the throw in for Pittsburgh coming from Matthew Miller. And he tosses it deep into the Cincinnati end to David Flavius in the corner, marked by two men. He tries to fire the cross, and John Pickup steps into the way. And right now, let's go to Amy Wingard and find out what she's doing here at Falconi Field.
Of all the seats that are here at Falconi Field, I think these kids have some of the best seats in the house. They are on bleachers. They're inside the field. This would be foul territory during a Washington Wild Things game, but they are right next to the field, and they are having a birthday party. Just another great thing about Falconi Field. You can have any kind of party here that you want. There's all kinds of things to do. Kids have a great time, and they have a great view of the action here. And happy birthday to, whose birthday? Justin. Happy birthday, Justin.
That's him.
Guys, back to you.
Here's McKenzie to Flavius. Tried a little turnaround swinger. Now the ball loose right in front of the Cincinnati end. Finally cleared out. Pittsburgh keeps it alive, though. Mailer's going to send it long, but this time Jordan James is going to reach up and grab it out of the sky.
Yeah, a lot of pressure they're putting on by Pittsburgh there. It was a little helter-skelter in the middle until Cincinnati had to clear it out.
Well, the official just pulled the yellow card out on the goalie.
It's a direct kick for Pittsburgh, or indirect kick, right outside of the box.
Yeah, I think the goalie might have stepped out of the 18-yard box, Bruno. We can't see from our vantage point, but he evidently did. And a yellow carded him. So Jordan James gets the caution. And Pittsburgh will get the kick, the free kick here. Gabe Bernstein will step up. Or will he? He's got a collection of his mates around him. Let's see who takes it.
They're deciding who's going, who has the best advantage at goal here, whether they can curl the bar around the wall, low or high into the upper 90. But it's an indirect kick.
6 men in the wall. Here's a tap, and a shot, and a goal for Pittsburgh again. How about that?
Very well played by Pittsburgh, very cleverly done on an indirect kick. The ball was played through the legs, and McKenzie with his left foot fired it. So the ball comes 3 men on the ball, and the ball was played through the legs, and then with his left foot curls the ball as the ball opens and shoots the ball hard and low into the right corner of the net. It was a great goal by Pittsburgh.
In the 65th minute of play, Derek McKenzie getting the goal again off the set piece. As what a beautiful shot that was. And now Pittsburgh allows a goal that quickly as Cincinnati comes back and ties the game at 2. Can you believe it?
As so often happens, after a goal is scored, there's celebration, and then there's lack of concentration defensively. And Pittsburgh let their guard down, and Cincinnati comes right back to tie the game at 2.
Wow, can you believe it? Pittsburgh still celebrating that last goal that gave them the lead, and now we're tied up again at 2-all as Cincinnati comes down and just pounds one in. And the Hounds were caught napping. Now Cutney sending it to Flavius. Now we're going to take another look at that goal by Cincinnati. It happened so quickly. And you can see McNellis just got beat by Noaf Jaman that time as Cincinnati hurriedly went down the pitch and just nailed one in.
Pittsburgh was just not prepared to defend after they had scored the goal, and Cincinnati took advantage of the opportunity, came down very quickly, and tied the score at the 65th minute.
I'll tell you what, that was lightning fast. I don't know if I've ever seen 2 goals scored back-to-back that quickly. Here's Fiore out at midfield for Cincinnati. Cutney trying to win it, couldn't do it that time. Found Jack Cummings there, and now Pittsburgh will finally take it away. Here's Salsi, has to hurry it. Nobody over here except the guys in the red and black kits. Fiore sends it forward. Here's McKenzie with it, looking to direct it, and that time Flavius got trapped behind the defender. Derek Smith couldn't go around him.
Well, it was a little miscommunication. Derek thought Flavius was going over top to play the ball through, and Flavius wanted the ball on the ground on a diagonal run to the near side.
Want everyone to know you're crazy about the Riverhounds? Then pick up a jersey, shirt, or cap at our store at the field. If that's not convenient, stop by the clubhouse. That's our shop located in the Washington Crown Center, or buy it online at www.riverhounds.com. 68th minute of play. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh are tied at 2 here on FSN Pittsburgh tonight. Chris Shovlin with Coach Bruno Schwartz on the call. Pittsburgh thought it was going to have a 2-1 lead and it was going to try to sit on it, but Cincinnati scored a lightning fast goal to tie it up again. Now Caldwell trying to get it forward to Josh Barton. Another whistle, another foul called against Pittsburgh here, and Cincinnati's going to get the restart.
Yeah, Nathan Salsey, the victim there. So it'll be a direct kick for Cincinnati from about 30 yards out. And again, a potential dangerous situation. Cincinnati lines up for the kick.
T. Sundal, a native of Holland, went to Xavier University and played his first professional season with the Riverhounds. Now with Cincinnati, here he comes with a left-footed boot. Trying to bend it in. It will bounce off the headed ball. That time jumping up, Josh Barton tried to knock it in with a header, and it goes awry, fortunately, for McNellis and the Riverhounds, who deliver the goal kick right to left now.
Those balls are always so dangerous, curling into the penalty area, and Pittsburgh needs to make sure they dominate the box.
And you wonder when the coaches are going to start substituting here, Coach Schwartz, because you got a feeling that some of these legs are getting heavy.
Well, you're getting in that stage of the game in the 69th minute of the game, and usually fatigue sets in. And occasionally you need some fresh legs out there, and especially with a 2-2 tie, you know, both teams looking for the win.
Looks to me like Gene Klein is going to send Greg Victor into the match here, and I'm just guessing that he's going to replace David Flavius for Pittsburgh. I'll just guess that. All right, here come the Hounds. This is Bernstein sending it down deep in the right corner. That's Hartung. Sending it back out toward the middle. It's intercepted by Caldwell of Cincinnati. And now out of play it goes. And again, let's go to the third member of our crew, Amy Wingard, here at Falconi Field tonight. Amy?
Hey, guys. And there's so much to do here at the ballpark. Back behind the field is this great play area where all the kids can jump around and have a great time, just like I am down here. Guys?
All right, Amy, have a lot of fun out there in the concourse. And, Coach, I was right. It is David Flavius who will come out. Greg Victor with the fresh legs in the match right now. Victor, a midfielder, native of Albany, New York, played at Hartwick College and spent last season with the Riverhounds. He's in there at a striker position.
Well, David Flavius has been working very hard here for about 68 minutes and did a lot of running, had a couple of opportunities, unable to convert today. So with Greg Victor, you have fresh legs in there that may change the course of the game.
Salsi sends it upfield, looking for Bernstein. Again, Cincinnati wins it back. Caldwell in the middle of the pitch. Josh Barton. Barton wants to bring it back over to the near side. Leserman loses it. Pittsburgh wins it back. There's Bernstein again. Up to Greg Victor. As soon as he gets in the game, he is the victim of a tackle by John Pickup, the player coach, and Pickup is called for the foul.
Yeah, hard tackle from behind. Immediate foul, but welcome to the game.
Mailer couldn't handle it on the near touch line. Learseman knocks it out of play. Mailer with the throw in. Throws it deep for Victor. Marked by two men. Victor has it poked away by Learseman. Now Cincinnati's going to return it out to midfield. Cummings with his head tapper. Caldwell. And a foul called against Pittsburgh. Cincinnati will send it further downfield now as we're in the 72nd minute of play. The Riverhounds and Cincinnati are tied at 2. Long delivery. It's going to bounce. And again, Noaf Jamin, who scored that last goal that tied us up at 2, was on the attack, and McNellis had to go grab it away from it.
McNellis coming off the line very quickly, taking the ball away from Jamin.
Long delivery. It's going to scoot all the way down into the Cincinnati end, and Jordan James is going to clean up the action there. They were looking for Apple. He was about 70 yards downfield where that ball landed, but Apple couldn't win that jump ball, if you will.
Well, Pittsburgh trying to catch Cincinnati off guard with a long ball, a little quick counter attack.
A handball called against Cody Bragg, and Cincinnati will get the free kick midway into the Pittsburgh zone. Lerzeman sends the cross down deep. McNellis comes out the line, comes out and grabs it. Nice play by Terry. Well, the goalie has to stay awake at all moments in this match, no matter where that ball's coming from. Again, a tackle over on the far side. Hartung went down hard. And we're going to get a free kick. Pittsburgh with it over on the right side. Again, let's go find out what Amy Wingard has been up to. Amy.
Thanks, guys. And what is a summer night without some ice cream? And girls, why don't you tell me what you got going on here? They are just too involved in their ice cream to even talk to us. They having such a great time down here tonight, guys.
All right, Pittsburgh looking to have a great time if they can get another goal in here. And Hartung jumped up, couldn't get the ball directed properly on goal off that set piece. Again, Coach Schwartz.
Well, it was a good opportunity and had a free header on goal, but unfortunately the cross was just a little bit too high.
2-2 game, 74th minute here on FSN Pittsburgh. Good to have you along with us tonight with the Pittsburgh Riverhounds taking on the Cincinnati Kings. The Hounds looking for a victory. If they can get that win tonight, they'll pick up 3 points and move into a three-way tie for third place in the second division of USL Soccer. But it's been tough. This Cincinnati club has given them all they can handle here tonight. Another attempt on goal, this time squirts wide, and Pittsburgh will end up with a goal kick. Here's McNellis with a long wind up and delivery. Apple couldn't get to it. Instead, Sam Fiore knocks it back. Now the ball loose. There's McKenzie chesting it. Apple. Here's Greg Victor in for Flavius now. Victor got tripped up. They're going to call a foul on Cincinnati for that. Pittsburgh Riverhounds Soccer brought to you tonight by Toyota. Moving forward by Peacock Color. Trusted legal counsel since 1925. And by Washington and Jefferson College, a high-quality liberal arts education. Here's a headed attempt and a jump header, and this time Jordan James is able to collect it right in front of the Cincinnati net. Pittsburgh had the right idea, though, Bruno.
Pittsburgh looking very dangerous here. Those long balls into the box.
Here's Cincinnati on the counterattack. They were so dangerous the last time around. Caldwell taking it down along the goal line and had it stuffed, and now it's going to go out of play. Last touch by Pittsburgh, so that means a corner kick will come for Cincinnati, and we're going to get the first Kings substitution of the night here, Bruno, as Jones looks like he's coming in. This is Brett Jones, wearing number 16 in the Cincinnati kit here tonight, and he will replace John Caldwell. Very active midfielder John Caldwell was in this match tonight.
Again, a lot of running, tracking Pittsburgh players, and Cincinnati elected to bring in fresh legs onto the game.
Corner kick, and a header attempt goes awry, goes out of play, and it'll be a throw in for Pittsburgh. They're going to make sure that they don't get the unfair advantage. They're going all the way to the end line. Here's a toss in. Ball bounces back to Matthew Mailer. It's going to roll over the end line, and it'll be a goal kick for Pittsburgh. So they'll get a little more of an opportunity to deliver that ball further downfield.
Well, we got 15 minutes left plus any stoppage time for Pittsburgh to look for that third goal.
McNellis. Over midfield he goes. Bernstein jumps up, comes down empty. Foul called. Free kick Pittsburgh. Just inside midfield, about 10 yards off the midfield line. It's going to come for Cody Bragg.
Everybody getting involved in the attacking third now. We're looking for that long ball go in. But he's going to play it short this time to pull the defense out and then play the ball in.
And there's Apple trying to bounce one in off the head, and this time it just goes wide of the near post. Nice delivery by Matthew Mailer. Let's take another look at it here as Pittsburgh just missed out on that go-ahead goal.
Well, they played the ball short. Every ball has been played in long. This time it was short and then crossed the ball in as they tried to play the ball off sides.
And that thing was just a yard out.
Yeah, Pittsburgh looking very dangerous here. They're looking to get that third goal and the winner.
Pittsburgh had a 2-1 advantage, but Cincinnati got a goal immediately after the Pittsburgh goal that went in by Noaf Yaman to tie this game up at 2. Now getting chucked hard, Jason Cutney gets rolled over. We're going to have a free kick for Pittsburgh down deep in that end, but we're going to see a substitution for Cincinnati. It looks like Mike McGinley is going to come in, a forward for the Kings.
I mean, Cincinnati also bringing fresh legs up front, trying to break this tie. Both teams realizing the importance of this game as they try to move up into the standings.
McGinley will check in now for Noaf Yaman, who got the tying goal. And that's why we're at 2-2. This is Cody Bragg over on the left side wing. Bragg sends it to the far post. It's punched out by Jordan James. Follow-up, McKenzie goes awry, and Cincinnati will have a goal kick.
Yeah, McKenzie had a little more time to bring the ball down, probably prepare it better, and then have a drive on goal, but elected to take it directly and just simply mishit it.
Gene Klein's getting set to put another new man in. That'll be Jean Robbins out of Orange, New Jersey. Native of Haiti, played on the New York Metro Stars reserve squad before coming here to Pittsburgh. So Jean Robbins getting set to check in. Again, the Hounds on the attack there, and before we get the play in, Robbins will be allowed to check in. Looks like Dan Hartung is the man coming off here, Bruno, and it is Hartung who ran hard tonight.
Well, those are the hard-working midfielders, the engines of the team, so to speak. They make things happen. So again, you want to get some fresh legs in there, and look to get that third goal here in the last 10-15 minutes of the game.
Well, Pittsburgh ready to throw it in. Cincinnati wants to send a sub in. Wes Schulte is going to check in here when he gets permission. And Schulte will be allowed to come in before Pittsburgh gets the ball back in play.
I think
John Leeserman's coming out.
John Leeserman is coming off.
All right, let's go to Amy Wingard once again. She's got something to say.
All right, Falconi Field is coming up on its 5th year, and they're celebrating with an oldies concert. The headliner is going to be Davy Jones of the Monkees, along with Jaggers and the Skyliners. That'll be July 29th. Tickets will go on sale June 17th. So mark your calendars, and if you get your tickets early, you can sit in a blanket right in front of the stage, front row seating. Guys, back to you.
I'll be here early that night. That's my kind of music.
That's my generation music for sure.
Michael Apple again put the head on that rock, coach, and just couldn't get it in. That time James was able to step in front of it and pick it up on the one hop.
Pittsburgh looking dangerous though.
That they are. That they are. We're tied at 2, and we're now in the 81st minute of play, getting set for the 82nd minute of play as the clock turns over. This is McKenzie trying to send it to Cutney. Cleared away by Cincinnati. Over to the near side. It'll come out of play. And the Kings will have the ball. It'd be nice for Pittsburgh to pick up another point, but really they need 3 points. They need to get a victory here tonight.
Well, they certainly had their opportunities thus far. And we still have a lot of time to make it happen.
Coming into tonight's match, Richmond Kickers, who played both these clubs last week. Richmond getting a win in Cincinnati and tying Pittsburgh. Richmond in first place with 17 points. Charlotte with 15. Cincinnati and New Hampshire tied with 10 points, and it would be nice if the Riverhounds could get the win here tonight to hold Cincinnati at 10, because they'd be tied, and depending on what New Hampshire does this weekend, the Riverhounds could find themselves in a three-way tie for third place. Looking for an affordable and memorable event for your group without the responsibility of planning? Come on down to a Riverhounds match. Rent a private party suite or reserve the picnic area. Enjoy all-you-can-eat buffet and comfortable seating to catch all the Riverhounds action. '83rd minute of play. Both these teams have to feel a little antsy right now, Bruno.
Well, both teams are looking for that winner right now. And Pittsburgh looks more dangerous of the two.
Here are the Hounds with a shot and a save right at the far post that time by the goalie, Jordan James.
Yeah. Jordan James seems to be the difference right now. He's being tested time and again. Here comes the shot. He pulls the ball back, lines it up with his left foot, brings it into the near post, but the goalkeeper comes down and makes the save.
Jordan James has been something special here tonight, no doubt about it. Saved a PK opportunity by David Flavius. Flavius didn't get all he wanted on that ball. It was kind of an off-speed penalty kick. James was there on the spot. That's one of the big differences in this game. Here come the Hounds down the right side once again. This is Sean Robbins trying to center it, and we've got a whistle. Foul called. It's going to be on Pittsburgh, however. It's going to come back the other way.
Both players going in very hard, and it looks like he's definitely injured. Trainers coming onto the field to attend to both people.
Michael Apple and Derek Smith are the injured players. Apple is up, bent over. There's Derek Smith. He still hurting. And their trainers are going to check on him.
Well, both players went in very hard for the tackle. It was a 50-50 ball, and both are being attended to at the moment.
See another look at it here right out front. That's Apple getting tripped up. Smith was underneath him. And both of them went down in a heap. Michael Apple, what a competitor he is. And he and Smith exchange pleasantries, good sportsmanship. You're right, Coach, and that's important in this game. I don't care if you're
absolutely
you're a youth player or a professional.
Absolutely, that's all part of the game, and if it's a fair challenge, you accept it, and you're a man about it, and you shake hands and continue to play.
Good show of respect between both these players, both these teams. Now James is going to step up on the long delivery. Headed by Pittsburgh. The Hounds need to get it cooking here. We're in the 85th minute of play. Trying to get it to McKenzie, but it's stolen by Schulte. Schulte on the run down the middle. Here's a delivery, and McNellis is able to knock it down out of the sky.
Good hard shot by Schulte as he attacked the 18. Had a flip shot. He comes straight down into the 18. He's not pressured. Nobody stepping up, and then winds up and hits a good shot, and goalkeeper there to make the save.
Cincinnati will clear up into the sky. Matthew Miller leaves his feet, and he was found undercut on the play, so they're going to give him the free kick. Minute number 86, Pittsburgh 2, Cincinnati 2. Playing the World Cup in Germany, and right now they're playing for points here in Pittsburgh as the Riverhounds need 3 here tonight. They can get those 3 with a win. Ever wonder how the Hounds would stack up against an MLS team? Well, now's your chance. For the second straight year, the Columbus Crew of Major League Soccer will be coming to Falconi Field on August 8th. Call or stop by to reserve your tickets today. Toll free 866-456-9453. Cincinnati with a free kick from just inside the midfield line. Pickup, runs up, delivers deep, and it curls out over to the far side, and a goal kick for Pittsburgh coming back the other way. McNellis is going to play it short. Hounds are going to build it from the backside. There's Mailer. Solsi in traffic right now, and the ball comes over towards us. On June 21st, the Riverhounds will host the Wilmington Hammerheads here at Falconi Field. After the match, enjoy a great country concert with Rough Creek. Tickets are available at the Falconi Field box office. Toll free at 866-456-9453 or online at riverhounds.com. Now checking into the match, Leon Brown will come in for Michael Apple, who got banged up on that last flurry down at the other end of the pitch. Good night for Michael Apple, though, Coach.
Well, Mike Apple played very hard today, was involved in a lot of running and a lot of hard play. And again, with just a few minutes left in the game, try to get some fresh legs out there, and maybe you can turn this thing around yet.
Now Cincinnati wins it back, and here they come on the counterattack now, but Pittsburgh will be able to clear, but it's going to go far and deep over the touchline far side. Throw in for the Kings. Or will it be a free kick? They called a foul. I didn't notice it, but they did have the whistle. The foul was called. So a foul on Pittsburgh will give Cincinnati the free kick. Wes Schulte will trot over to take it. Three-man Pittsburgh wall. We're tied at 2 in the 88th minute. Short delivery. Down the middle it comes. And it's going to be cleared, and the Hounds build the counterattack now. Here they come. Let's see what they can do with it. And Cody Pratt could not keep it in play. Tried to slide on that ball at the touchline. It was too late. Cincinnati with the throw-in. Sam Fiore tosses short. Gets it to Brett Jones. Cutney intercepts. Solsi delivers up to midfield. Here's Brown looking for Victor. Brown jumps up, heads it to him. Foul called. Pittsburgh will have it.
Pittsburgh sending everybody forward here in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game, looking to get that all-important winning goal.
I don't expect to see too much stoppage time either. I do not expect to see that much injury time. Here's Salsi trying to head it forward. Instead, it'll be won back by Cincinnati. Cummings. Here they come in the attack. And that, there should have been an offside flag up because Mike McGinley was way offside. He was a good 5 yards offsides. No call on the play. And now we're going to see another Cincinnati substitution as the full moon starts rising behind the trees in the outfield portion of Falconi Field here tonight on this beautiful night. Rather chilly, but the players have to be loving this temperature.
Oh, this is ideal weather for playing soccer.
We're going to get Sobers coming into the lineup right now. Travis Sobers, a forward for Cincinnati. He hasn't received permission just yet. They're not ready to send him into play. Schulte will have the throw in. Schulte gets it to McGinley. And they try to send it across, and it goes out of play. Pittsburgh will have the goal kick. And now Sobers is going to get permission to check into the lineup. I haven't heard an announcement for stoppage time just yet. The clock has hit 90.
Sobers is coming in for number 11 for Jack Cummings.
Sobers in for the Cincinnati side now.
Both teams have substituted the forwards because of their hard work rate, and again trying to get something here in the closing minutes of the game.
We are now in stoppage time. 3 minutes of stoppage time added on to the match. And Pittsburgh and Cincinnati are tied at 2. We have a foul called here against Derek Smith of the Kings. And they're going to allow the trainer to come on. Smith shaken up again. This is the second time within the last 10, 12 minutes or so, Bruno, that he's gotten roughed up.
He got hit from behind, a very vicious tackle, and he's coming off very slowly. Actually, he's going to sit down and have the trainer attend to him and maybe bide for some more time.
I'm not so certain that the coach assigned to run the club here tonight, as John Pickup is out there playing, didn't tell Derek Smith to have a seat so that they can blow some of the stoppage times. So they're digging into the 3 minutes here. The officials will still have a tendency to keep an eye on this and let their internal clocks continue to run, though.
Well, it gave the coach an opportunity to select another player to come in as a substitute, and this looks like McCloskey's going to come in for Cincinnati.
So it is McCloskey wearing number 8, Kevin McCloskey, a midfielder. There's 2 shots, no goals so far tonight, and now the official is going to stop play here. And now the referee, Jason Kernack, is adding a minute of stoppage time on, so we'll have 4 total minutes of stoppage time. I told you they weren't going to let them get away with that.
I think usually at the end of the game, what happens is, coaches likes to substitute as tactical moves to either delay the game or expedite the game, whatever the case may be. But the referee saw that, and he's going to allow an extra minute of stoppage time played.
Well, if that's the case, we've got just over a minute to go. And the Hounds have it in the Cincinnati end. Let's see if they can do something with it here. They have a throw in from the far side. Here's the run up and the delivery. And it goes awry. Hounds trying to keep it in the Cincinnati end, but they couldn't do it. It's all the way out near midfield. And the ball will be headed. That means McNellis will be able to play it. Although he was out of the box, so he had to play it with a foot. Now, bodies flying. Whistle's going to blow. This is a foul called against Cody Bragg of Pittsburgh. So Cincinnati is going to have a nice opportunity here for a set piece late in this match.
Hectic moments here on both sides of the pitch. Both teams again looking for that third goal, and Pittsburgh needs to be very careful here.
Tees Sundal will try to bend one, and McNellis jumps up and reaches above everybody to grab it. Now McNellis has to hurry. He's going to roll it over to the far side. This might be one of the last opportunities for Pittsburgh. Greg Victor off the chest, trying to get around to go after it that time, and he was body blocked by John Pickup. Now the ball loose out front, and the cross for Pittsburgh, but it comes out loose. Now a follow-up shot from the outside will go into the stands, unfortunately, for the Riverhounds. Nice try by Bernstein, trying to nail that one in from about 25-30 yards out, just trying to create some havoc down there.
We're just trying to put as much pressure on goal as possible in the late moments.
Leon Brown out front trying to head it, and again the goalie for Cincinnati, Jordan James, is going to be able to claim it. And now the whistles blow, and that will be the end of the match. Pittsburgh had a 2-1 lead, but Cincinnati comes back and ties it up at 2, so each team will get a point out of this one. But the Hounds were really looking for a win. And that concludes our game action here tonight. Pittsburgh Riverhounds Soccer has been brought to you by Washington Federal. Expect more. By Heartland Homes, for the love of your life. And by the United States Steel Corporation. Our strength is our people. Riverhounds 2, Cincinnati 2. Back to put a cap on it right after this on FSN Pittsburgh.
Did you know that my law firm helps people seriously injured in all types of accidents? For a free consultation, call Edgar Snyder & Associates at 1-800-9-4-EDGAR.
McCracken Ford Auto Cruise, we put the fun back in buying a car.
Try me.
McCracken Ford is taking you back to the truck stop, the car hop,
And muscle shop.
If we don't have it, we'll find it, and that's a fact. Get cruising to McCracken across from Ross Park Mall. Get a sweet buy on a custom ride. McCracken Ford Auto Cruise, we put the fun back in buying a car.
Try me. For 30 years, Pittsburgh has been turning to one band for more than scores and highlights. Severin on Sports Beat on FSN Pittsburgh.
Injured on the job, collecting work comp for 4 months or longer, you may be entitled to a lump sum of money.
For a free consultation, call Edgar Snyder & Associates, 1-800-9-4-EDGAR.
Well, this one ends up in a tie. Each team collects a point. Cincinnati with 11 points now on the season has third place all to themselves. The Riverhounds pick up another point. They have 8 on the season, and of course a lot more soccer action coming up this summer here at Falconi Field. The next game, June 21st, versus the Hammerheads from Wilmington, and then the Hounds have to visit Charlotte. They go on the road. Then 3 games in a row here at Falconi Field, Harrisburg, Cincinnati, and New Hampshire. And right now the Riverhounds, Bruno, are in some must-win situations. Once again, with Amy Wingard and Bruno Schwartz, I'm Chris Shovlin. Thanks for joining us. Up next, the Chris Myers interview on FSN Pittsburgh.
Coming up on CMI, Ben Roethlisberger's made a big name for himself in a small amount of time. Now, the Steelers' rising star sits down with Chris Myers and reveals what it's like to be the youngest QB ever to win a Super Bowl.
People always ask my friends, have I changed since all this happened? And hopefully they continue to answer, no, I'm still the same.
Big Ben also admits once and for all, if he really got into the end zone against Seattle, reveals that he'd rather be playing in the NBA, says why he blew off the Buckeyes coming out of high school, and tells how a thumb injury nearly derailed his super season.
How close was that to being shut down? Very close. And it was so bad I couldn't even grip the ball.
Find out why Ben Roethlisberger has a firm handle on fame, fortune, and the Steelers' future. Right now on CMI, the Chris Myers interview.
Thanks a lot for joining us. Nice to have you with us. Ben Roethlisberger, youngest quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. Congratulations on that. How's your life changed so quickly since that big moment?
Well, thank you, Chris. It's good to be here. It's been crazy, you know, to win the Super Bowl, you know, something that you've always dreamed about as a kid, to everything that's going on, people wanting you to do this and wanting you to go here and pulling you in every different direction. It's just been bizarre. It's been a roller coaster ride, but it's been pretty fun.
I mean, you're a young guy. You appear laid back, easygoing. Have you had to readjust that since you've become even more famous, more in demand?
No, I've just been myself. You know, people always ask my friends, have I changed since all this has happened? And hopefully they continue to answer, no, I'm still the same. You know, and I've had a birthday since winning the Super Bowl, but you know, I just keep trying to be relaxed and calm and just be me.
Let's first go back to your rookie year when you're thrown in a situation and Alan Fennekas says, you know, I don't want to go to work with some college guy or college kid or some kid just out of college, that type of thing. And I know it didn't bother you, but that is the perception, or that was the view. Did you feel that way at the time?
Well, you know, I never got mad at Alan for that because I can't blame him. I mean, he's an offensive lineman who, first of all, is very good friends with Tommy Maddox, roommates, and like I said, very close. And so for him to get hurt and then a young rookie to come in who has never played a game in the NFL, you know, what he said was very justified. And so I didn't get mad at him. He actually talked to me about it the next day and wanted to explain it to me and what he said and what he meant by it before it came out, and I heard it.
Was it motivation, or did it just remind you that, yeah, I am a young guy, and even though I was a star in college, I have to prove to these guys, everybody, almost individually, right, that I can do this job?
It was both. I mean, it humbled me because it knocked me down that, hey, you know, I guess I got to remember I am a young guy coming in here. I'm a rookie. I've never played a game. But then I also use it as motivation. Like, I'm going to go out and I'm going to prove to Alan and the rest of the guys that they can count on me.
You had a phenomenal rookie season, but it didn't. It ended in the playoffs, short of where you wanted to be. And I remember you talking to you after that, wanting to get back to the Super Bowl. So how did that feel at that point, and how did that help you in your no sophomore slump for you, obviously?
Well, you know, it was the same sort of thing. You know, it was humbling to lose the game in the AFC Championship game to New England. Didn't play a very good game, and it really brought me down that, you know, because I was on a high. We won all those games in a row, and I almost felt invincible and untouchable. And, you know, really had to kind of say, listen, you can lose games now. And that brought me down. And then I used it for motivation, you know, to make myself better for the next year.
And what was it when you said to Jerome Bettis, you know, hey, come back? He was thinking about retiring and since has, but come back and I'll get you a Super Bowl.
It was on the bench, you know, towards the end of that game, not much time left. You know, I sat down next to him and just wanted to thank him for everything that he had done that year for me. And, you know, he was contemplating retirement after last year. And I said to him, listen, Jerome, please give me one more chance. I promise you that I will get you to a Super Bowl. I didn't say I would win a Super Bowl for you,
Okay.
I promised that I would get him to a Super Bowl in his hometown in Detroit, just to come back and give me one more chance, and I won't let him down again. And I was just lucky I could keep my word.
Yeah, when did he bring that back up to you? At what point in this past season?
You know, the media and people brought it up before Jerome did. You know, we kind of kept it quiet on the back burner, and somehow word got out about it, and it got brought up right as playoff time was starting to come around. People started to put more pressure on my back and make it tough on me.
And it almost didn't happen. Jerome has that costly fumble, and Nick Harper's running it back, and you make the tackle, the save of the season. You know, the play that saved Pittsburgh. Just describe what you remember about that moment against the Colts.
You know, no one believes me, Chris, when I tell them that what I was thinking in my head, and I handed off to Jerome, and I didn't carry out my fake. You know, and sometimes, because it's a guaranteed touchdown. Jerome gets the ball on the 1 yard line, it's a touchdown. And
almost the season that wasn't for you because of the thumb injury. And when we're talking about the Colts, you know, earlier in the year, the Monday night game, the loss, I guess it came down to a yes or no, surgery or not, which means your season would have been shut down. How close was that to being shut down?
Very close. That's the game right after I came back from my knee surgery. First game back, Indianapolis. You know, I kind of hurt my thumb, and we thought maybe I just kind of jammed it. And as the week progressed, instead of getting my thumb feeling better, it was getting worse.
Holloway vanished. He was the prime suspect. Now, for the first time since his release from jail, the parents of the young man everyone wants to hear from speak out. Think you've heard it all about this mystery? Don't miss this Good Morning America exclusive tomorrow.
If you or a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, please call the number on your screen now.
Mesothelioma is a rare cancer linked to asbestos exposure. Mesothelioma may be caused by breathing in or swallowing asbestos particles. Exposure to asbestos in mills, shipyards, or in the heating, automotive, and construction industries may have put you at risk. People living with you and even people close to you could suffer because of secondhand exposure caused by asbestos dust on you and your clothing. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, please call the number on your screen for your sake and your loved ones.
If you or a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, call now at 1-800-518-5652. We are standing by 24 hours a day to take your call in confidence. Please call now at 1-800-518-5652. That's 1-800-518-5652.
The travels of security guard Guillermo and professional roller skater Debbie Merrill and two lucky viewers. Let's bring out the group. Shall we? Actually, let's bring out our two lucky viewers. Bree Medley is here from Pullman, Washington, and Adrian Sines from Whitefield, Colorado. Come on out, guys. There they are. Hi, Bree. Bree. How you doing? How are you, Adrian? Good to see you. Wow. Wow, that looks like it was a fun ride. You guys drove for, Bree drove a couple thousand miles, I guess. And
I stressed the rest of the way.
Yeah, you did the rest of the way. And you, four of you in the convertible there with Guillermo.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Bree, we have a surprise, actually, because you guys got to go to the Super Bowl. Did you have fun at the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah, it was a blast.
All right. Well, it's not over yet, because what we have here is one of you is going to get a chance to go home with a new car. All right? We have two Pontiac G6 convertibles in our parking lot outside. Show those up. Okay, so now, there they are, a blue and a black one. Bree, you're our first winner, so we're going to let you make the pick. Do you think Guillermo, our security guard, is in the black G6 or the blue G6? Now, take your time and deliberate here. Maybe Diddy can help you with this. Diddy, which would you go with, the blue or the black?
I go with the blue.
Really?
That's the one I would go with.
I have to say I'm surprised, but Bree, would you like to make a pick?
I was going to say blue, too.
All right, you were going to say blue. Let's go out to the cars now. Let's roll the tops down. Actually, these convertible tops move pretty fast, so we're going to take a look inside the blue G6 and see if our favorite Mexican-American security guard is inside. Is he inside? Oh, I'm afraid it looks like he isn't inside. I'm really sorry. So that means that congratulations to Adrian. It looks like you are going to be the winner of the Pontiac G. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hi, Yumi.
Oh, there is Guillermo. Yes, Guillermo. Is that Guillermo? Guillermo. Oh my goodness, there's another Guillermo. Adrian, you're also going to get a Pontiac to either drive or wear, whichever one you prefer. And here, oh look, there's Debbie again with yet another. Hi, Debbie. Here's another key to the vehicle. Wow, this is so exciting. And thanks again to our friends at Pontiac. What, Guillermo? Guillermo, we can't see you. Oh my goodness. And thanks to you guys for making the trip. Did you have fun?
Oh, yeah.
You did.
Unbelievable amounts.
Even though the Seahawks lost, you're okay?
It's all right. I'm happy for Jerome. We'll be back next year, hopefully.
All right, you'll be back next year. There you go. Thanks. We'll be right back.
Jimmy Kimmel Live from Detroit, powered by Pontiac. When agility gets down with utility, it's worth a closer look. Torn, a new crossover from Pontiac, designed for action.
Shouldn't everyone be fast?
Don't want to blow a hammock.
Not just a select few. Everyone. At AOL, our members are asking us for true broadband, not just faster dial-up. And coming soon, they're going to get it. To learn more, go to AOL.com/high-speed.
This week, Nightline takes you inside the real estate craze. From Manhattan to Vegas, Michigan to Mississippi. We're a nation obsessed with real estate. And the big question, will the good times just keep on rolling? Boom Nation. This week on Nightline, nowhere else.
We pinpoint changes in the weather first, giving you plenty of time to react.
Freezing rain making for dangerous driving.
When a winter storm moves through, Live Pinpoint Doppler 4 is built especially to see snow.
We've been tracking this storm now. We can zero in on your house, on your street.
We can tell you exactly when that storm's going to hit your area.
The storm will be in Penn Hills at night.
And we can tell you when it's safe to go outside.
You'll get the most accurate forecast every time.
Watch WTAE Channel 4, where the news comes first.
Jail or prison is not a pleasant place. If you or a loved one has criminal charges against you, it is imperative that you have a skilled, dedicated, non-judgmental defense attorney. Ensure your rights with an attorney who will work hard to protect those rights. I am Sumner Parker.